Alright, so here today I was planning a different sort of upload, but this news came out, so I'll include this in the upload. There's two topics here. I wasn't really going to spend the entire time in the video talking about any other sort of info that we had, because it's not really that important, but I wanted to show you something really cool that I was like digging through, and it looks like this is probably the most successful update in probably, I will say, Netmarble history, for the reason that this is a time where the game has slowed down in the context of, hey, these collaborations don't do as well. You saw Overlord's initial collab did like 8 million. Then the rerun did like 4 million, which was like horrific. And then Jobless didn't do that hot either, did around 5 million. And then we know the numbers, right? A lot of these collaborations lately have just not been hitting. Eminence did okay. It did 5 million, among where you saw TOG did 2 million, 2.7, which was like one of GC's lowest collaborations ever. Do you want to know what Soul Leveling did? It broke records for them. I'm going to show you why. And this is probably why they plan more collabs for the year. Maybe they just plan to do better collabs too. I know that people will say, oh, Soul Leveling sucks, but maybe they just go for better characters, better things like that. And you'll understand why I'm showing this to you and why I'm saying this, because take a look. Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. We also have a new teaser, D-3 teaser. Take a look. So over here, this is the teaser. Before someone says anything, this is not a collab, this is not a festival, this is nothing of the sort. It literally says on KR, this is the LR, and we know who the LR is. We've been knowing this for days because of Voldemort and his information and that debuff icon we had in the files, which looked like Hellbrum's. Hellbrum, Red Hellbrum is your LR. He is coming out in 3 days. This is your D3 teaser. Just kind of a cool thing to show you if you're curious on how they tease this one. At least this one looks more obvious to a degree. But then again, we only think that because we know who the LR is. Like, if you saw this without knowing it's Hellbrum, you'd be like, LR King. Oh my god, LR King. Or LR Elaine, I guess, like that. You wouldn't to a degree think maybe Hellbrum. Or maybe you would have, who knows. But yeah, this is in fact confirming LR Hellbrum. By the way, generational, this is exactly the LR we all wanted. I think that this is the best time where Netmarble will actually listen to the community. You could tell that by the 200 likes on this tweet. No one gives a damn. Like, bro, all LRs they could have chosen. I get it. Give Fairy something, they definitely deserve it. But damn, nobody cares. I talked about this in the initial video, and I was like, who cares in the comments? No one cared. Like, damn. This is gonna be like one of the, I don't know. What else was unhyped? Like Brunhilde was so hyped in my comments. Merlin was super hyped in my comments. Camilla was hyped too. Not Camilla. I said, yeah, did Camilla get an LR or am I high here? Not Camilla, right? Who is it? No, Lilia. Lilia was hyped. There was one that wasn't hyped. Who was it? There was somebody that everybody was like, ugh, bruh. I don't know who it was. There was somebody. Someone's gonna remind me in the comments, because this comment section was so mad. They're like, this is garbage. They were like, I'm taking a break for a few weeks, but it's LR Hellbrum. What do you think about this? How do you feel? Most of the community doesn't give a damn. Like, I'll be honest with you, most of them don't. The Fairy fans, they do, 100%, but most of the community doesn't, so do what you will with that information. But next up over here, what I wanted to show you is this. Pretty much, how did the collaboration do for Netmarble? I want to show it to you in like a 5-second interval here, how well it did. That's what Soul Leveling did, just so you know. For some reason, Soul Leveling has not been hitting. People will say it's because of the new collaboration starting, people will stop paying. That makes no sense. They would waste all their money on the bundles beforehand to pay for the new update. I don't know what happened to Arise. It's been having a lot of troubles lately. And it's like, I played Arise. A lot of my community quit, like an insane amount. I literally know that like 60% of my Discord for that game has quit. They're just in the Discord to hang out and talk about other games. They've quit the game, like fully. So I don't know what's happening with that game. I don't know what's going on exactly. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Here's what this, so this is again the Reddit one that counts it. They always get the number a little bit off, and I don't know how they're getting their number, but 5.560 is what their number is for this for the Grand Cross collab. And you look at that and be like, oh my god, that's a great number. And a lot of players looked at this and was like, that's 10 out of 10. For 4.7's update before that, 5.5 is like a freaking good update, especially when it's not a festival, it's nothing like that. It's 5.5. So Kian respectively did 4.7. This respectively did 5.5. So that's like pretty good. I went to crunch the numbers, so this is it's gonna crop horribly in this video because of how the cropping occurs for this site. This is the iOS Netmarble, this is the Android Netmarble in all regions. If you were to check it, 1 million for Soul Leveling, 1 million for Soul Leveling, so that's the correct number. But yes, let's just check what Sensor Tower is directly saying for the revenue. Sensor Tower directly says 2 million over here for iOS, iOS global version. 3 million for JP iOS version. That's now already 5 million they made. Now go over here down to this one, let's just round up to make my math easier, not like make me die. 5.1 is exactly what they had over here, pretty much, between all regions associated. Now you hop over here. This is now Android, Netmarble. Now Android, so 5.1 plus 2, 7.1 plus 7 point, let's say 8, right? And then, where is it? Damn, KR's cooking, like, in the degree of depth. What the hell? 200K, that's disgusting. 8 million. They pretty much had an 8 million update. You know the last time Netmarble had an 8 million update for Grand Cross? It's been a bit. What was the last one? It wasn't Melly. Melly didn't do that insane. I know that Escanor did it. I don't know past Escanor what did it, but Escanor did it. I don't know what else did it. There was one more update that did it, but 8 million is what they made over here. There's a reason this collaboration, if you didn't already know, went grossing. This collaboration did insane. For Netmarble, you realize they haven't had a banger update like this in a while. They just had an 8 million month coming off of a Kian month. That means they got everyone to spend money, even though they just got milked dry because of Kian. You have to think about how logically insane that is. So I wonder if they're going to cook up with collabs moving forward. They're going to keep that going. The only bad news of the day here is they know that the rates work. And it's fine if they have those horrific rates in there, because they still made $8 million, right? That's the only thing. If they just take the rates, they could keep it at a 3%. Just increase the percentage to pull the units. Make it a 1% total for the units, and then a 1.5 potentially if they want to be really nice. It would be insane. I stand by this. This is why 4 characters is better, because it makes a raw 1% rate. For those that are just pulling, it feels better. Like, oh my god, I got a collab character. Oh my god, I got a collab character. Some of the times it might be the right collab character, but it's still a better rate. The current rate we have is horrifically bad. Please, Netmarble, if you ever make a consideration, just make it a raw 1%. This is why nobody complains about reruns. Why? Because it's a 1.65 or 75% chance to pull the collab characters. Your chance to pull them is so freaking high. Most of the time, you're pulling collab units. You're just like raw dogging the collab units. That's what's literally happening, dog. You're getting so many collab units constantly. And then when it's a new collab, you're getting beaten viciously. So yes, they had a absolutely outstanding update for them. 8 million in a month, and remember, you realize how bad their month of June always performs. June is like their worst month ever. If I go to show you what last year was, last year was, what was it? It was the Summer Festival, or before the Summer Festival. What would that be? So it wasn't Sobnok. What was it? Was it Gother? Spring Festival then? I don't even know what they went for. Whatever they did, definitely cannot compete with 8 million. They did not get an 8 million month then. Their only month that was like insane was Escanor. When that dropped, that was their insane month. So remember how well this collab performed. They also did top 3 grossing. It's insane. So whether or not that's why they're going for more collabs this year, because those are their best updates. Whether or not it's because they chose good characters and released really freaking good characters. Was it IP? Was it the characters? What was it, right? At the end of the day, could open us up to better opportunities here. But the only thing is, yes, it's rough that they did really good on a bad collab rate. I hope that maybe they think, hey, we can make a bit more money here if we make it 1%. I just hope, bro, 1% on a 3%. At least 1.5 if you want to be like super nice. We'll see though. Take care, have fun. Let me know what you think.